welcome Libras to your financial reading for the month of February 2019. So I'm using the Lenormand deck with the Rider-Waite because it kind of gives us a better general idea what's going on here. So your first set of cards is the Eight of Pentacles with the Lily. And then you get the Queen of Pentacles with the Anchor. And then you get the Eight of Swords with the Coffin, okay? So what I'm seeing here is with the Eight of Pentacles and the Lily, that means you've been at your job for quite some time, like years, like a long personal time. And you've been working really hard or needing to work harder. I feel like you've been just working really hard or just very long at your job. And I think that your efforts are going to start paying off. I definitely feel you have seniority, and if there is something up at the workplace for another position and you see it's opened, you have a possibility of getting that position due to your seniority and the knowledge and all the work that you've put in. Also, the Queen of Pentacles. I see this coming up with the Anchor is that you are definitely looked at as someone who has great skills, resources to make the money that you really want. I do feel like someone's going to see all your hard work and efforts, and you will be granted possibly a new position or transition into a whole nother, I'm sorry, I just said that. A new position or possibly a promotion due to all the work you've done. Maybe they're reevaluating things at work and they're just looking at everything you've done in the past at that workplace, and maybe they're reassessing, payments or pay grades and things like that. So it could be that maybe they see, hey, she's worked a lot more than I thought, or she's done a lot more and has such great skill at things that I think she needs a pay raise. That could be it too, because your efforts are going somewhere and you've been there a long time. You put in a lot of years. With the Anchor, this is stating that it's a job that's not going anywhere. Like, not in a bad way, but it's a job that you won't feel like you're going to lose. It's an anchored job. Like, whatever you've been doing all these years, I think that's the job you're going to stick to for a long period of time. Even if you're unhappy, I feel like it's a place, the reason why you're staying there is because there's security there and it keeps growing. So you do have opportunities still within that company to move forward in another position. It might be another department but I don't think you're going to leave completely. That's what I'm seeing, at least. And if you do leave, I feel like it could be because of retirement. That's what I'm saying. You've been there so long, you put in the efforts, and now you're going to reap what you've been sowing, okay? Or planting all those years. Now with the Nine of Swords, I'm sorry, that's the Eight of Swords, duh. The Eight of Swords coming in with the Coffin. At first glance, it sounds kind of bad, or look kind of bad, because there's a coffin and the Eight of Swords, okay? That usually means being held back or putting yourself mentally through hell. Like, you're talking down to yourself. You're saying, oh, I'm not good enough for this, and, you're limiting yourself in what you can potentially do in your workplace. Or it could be other people talking about you in a negative way. They might be jealous of you. People might be talking behind your back and trying to get you in trouble or trying to point out things that you're doing wrong, when I think that you need to stand up for yourself. With the Coffin coming in, it's saying that there will be an end to this self-negative thoughts and or possibly the negative people surrounding you that might be causing trouble. I feel like any of that type of behavior may be ending due to them getting fired or leaving the position. But you may not have to deal with these kind of people for long, because the coffin signifies death and, basically ending of a job. Or it could also mean that you're thinking in your mind, hey, I'm not good enough for this position, but I really want it. And then you wind up getting it. So it's the death of an old job into a new. So it's transition. So you might be transitioning your mind into a new place also. Like you might stop thinking that way and say, hey, you know what? I am good enough. You know what I mean? It's also making way for new ideas. And it could be projects ending that were stressing you out, that finally you don't have to do it anymore. That could be also it. But it definitely means a change in your career. If you do happen to lose your job on account of somebody else was possibly doing you wrong, and they had no real proof, you just got fired by what they said, and that's not fair. Because I'm a Libra too, and I hate that shit. That's like, unless you have solid proof, you should never fire someone unless you got proof. And look at what they're doing in their job. Do you see things getting done? Is everything working? I mean, I don't know, but I think that it's only fair. But try your hardest not to gossip or anything, or cause yourself any attention in a negative way if you can. Because just be positive and be kind to even the ones that are gossiping about you or talking shit or whatever. Just mind your own business and do your job, because I feel like whatever the case may be, you might be presented with a new role. Maybe you're freaking out because you really think you deserve more, and I think someone else thinks you deserve more, because they may transition you into a new role, or they might transition you into a new project. But I feel like you shouldn't have to worry about losing your job. But if it does mean losing your job, I feel like it's more about retirement or being wrongfully accused of something. I hate to put it out there, but that's coming up for me. But I'm praying that this is a good direction for you guys, because Libras have like the short end of the stick a lot. I hate that shit. But anyway, if you are retiring, have a good time. If you're not, I see some of you staying at a job currently for a long ass time, and you might be transitioning into a new role, despite what you think, because your self-limiting thoughts need to die, and that's what it could mean as well. So let me know in the comments below what's going on in your workplace. I'd love to know. Please, please, please. Like, share, subscribe. And I will see you guys in March. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.